You have raised chickens and had been collecting the eggs they laid every day. Then suddenly you noticed the eggs you harvested became lesser each day. There must be reasons behind it. Watch till the end as we explore the causes of why some chickens cease to lay eggs and how it can be fixed. Regardless of what breed of chickens you raised, the reasons they stop to lay eggs are similar. To find out the cause, first you need to observe your flock, and probably you'll discover one of the following reasons. Reason number 1. Chickens are sick. Sick hens won't produce eggs. Examine if there are signs that the hens are sick. If you see lameness among your hens, if they are gasping for air, had watery eyes and nostrils, had swollen face, excrete green droppings. Any one of these is a sign that your birds are sick. Then you are left with only 2 options: dispose them or proceed to treatment. We'll make another video focusing about poultry disease, its prevention and treatment, so be sure to subscribe and turn on notification bell so you won't miss it when it's out. Reason number 2. Shortening of daylight hours. During winter season, when daylight hours are naturally shorter, hens will cease to lay. This is their natural behavior to ensure better chance of survival of their hatchlings, since it's more difficult to brood newly hatched chicks during cold winters. Hence they don't reproduce during winter. Chickens can sense the presence or absence of light through the pineal gland in their head, so even an entirely blind bird can still sense daylight or seasonal change. To fix this problem, simply add artificial lighting. Make sure there is around 14 to 16 hours of light, so the chickens can be tricked that it is still summer. Then it will continue to lay eggs all year round. Reason number 3. Poor nutrition. Chickens needs to be fed at least twice daily to ensure they got the adequate nutrition they needed to lay eggs. When adequate nutrition is met at its peak, hens will lay an egg approximately every 25 hours. As a matter of fact, the eggs inside the hen were already developing days ago prior. The eggshell is the last to be formed hours before lay. That's why even a day of feeding is skipped. You will see the hen lay an egg the next day. However, if repeated skipping of feeding is practiced, the hens will lose body weight and stop laying eggs for several weeks, trying to conserve energy for its own survival. Even if the birds are fed well, but if the protein levels and calories are too low, they will also cease to lay eggs. Simply put it this way, hens only lay eggs when there is an excess of nutrition its body needs. The excess nutrition and energy will then be spent on laying eggs. It is also important to give enough and balanced calcium to phosphorus ratio so eggshells can form properly. Make sure the feeds you purchased is formulated for laying. Reason number 4. Not enough water. Eggs are 75% water. If water intake is insufficient, eggs cannot develop properly. As water is restricted, feed intake also declines, and this will soon trigger malnutrition in the flock. Water is a major component of blood and plays a key role in the transfer of nutrients, the removal of toxins, and heat dispersion. When a hen is at its peak in laying eggs, it requires 300 milliliters of water each day. The quality of water is as important as the quantity. Only give the kind of water that you're willing to drink. Make sure your laying hens have unlimited access to water. Reason number 5. Stress. When the chickens got scared due to the presence of their natural predators, they get stressed. Moving them to a new cage, a new location, causes stress. Sudden change of climate, shifting to a lower density feed, also causes stress. As long as their comfort zone is compromised, they feel stressed. Laying hens are particularly vulnerable to heat stress. During heat stress, laying hens start panting to increase evaporative heat loss. Panting leads to decreased blood carbon dioxide levels and increased blood pH, which hampers blood bicarbonate and calcium availability for eggshell mineralization. Ideally, room temperature must not exceed 27 degrees Celsius. During hot summers, make sure your laying hens are cooled enough. Provide supplements such as vitamin A, D and E. Reason number 6. Molting. Molting is a natural and necessary process by which chickens lose old, broken, worn out and soiled feathers for new plumage on a regular basis. It is important that a chicken grow new feathers from time to time, because the integrity of a bird's feathers affects how well that bird is able to keep itself warm in cold weather. Laying hens typically go through their first adult molt at approximately 18 months old. However, extreme stress will also trigger molting. In cases such as absence of feed for 3 days or more will result to molting. When chickens molt, they stop laying eggs. Don't worry. When they are done molting, their production of eggs will be back. Usually, it takes about 3 weeks. When new feathers are out, they'll soon be laying eggs again. Reason number 7. Age. Sexually matured hens is at their peak laying at age of 25 to 35 weeks. As their age increases, their rate of lay also decreases. This is their natural lay cycle, so there is nothing much you can do here. You will also notice, as the hens grows older, the size of their eggs laid becomes larger. It is best to record their daily production. Normally, after the age of 36 weeks, production rate declines to % per month. Eventually, the time will come that your hens will cease to lay eggs for good. By the time it happens, each chicken probably had laid you more than 400 eggs. If you have questions or want us to make more videos about poultry farming, please let us know on the comment below. Please subscribe